conference ratcheted up a little bit? It's a different era, isn't it?
Well, it is a little bit, but it is important in college baseball that every game there is a sense of urgency, because I've said this before, you play 56, you got conference games and non-conference games, and they're all very, very important. That being said, you're opening up league play, you want to get out of the blocks. You're at home, you want to do well the first weekend. It's a grind. 30 league games, very, very difficult, the best conference in the country, and hopefully we can play well.
Ray, the SEC is always loaded, but this year in particular, within your division, it's a pretty unique situation with 3 of the 4 top teams in Baseball America poll sitting there. It's going to be an even greater gauntlet to run, maybe?
Well, I think that it's nice that you look up and you see that our league continues to get respect, and you got teams from the East that are ranked right now, and you'd like to stay there, but now we put the gloves on and punch each other for a while, so it changes things. But there's so much outstanding baseball in the Southeastern Conference, and I know that in our division, Florida and Vanderbilt got the majority of the respect, but the rest of us want to try to get in the mix as well, and it starts this weekend.
I know you probably expected some jostling in the first month as far as pitching goes. Is this kind of what you were looking for, and where are you with all that going into this weekend?
We played 15 games. I think that some good things have happened on all fronts. Some other things are not defined, which is maybe concerning, but not disappointing. Michael Roth has been very special in his new assignment. He's thrived. I think he'll compete for us, give us a chance to win. We're going to face some other guys just like him in this league that are Friday night guys, and hopefully he'll do a good job. Beyond that, it's been a little bit unsettled. I mean, Tyler Webb was out front, scuffled a little bit. Neff was a little scuffly early. Now he's in the hunt again. Adam Westmoreland has been okay, been pretty good at times, and so it's not exactly the way I would like it, but I still think we got some guys that are very capable from a starting standpoint, and it hasn't been sorted out. That's not necessarily a bad thing. As we go, it might change a little bit. It did last year, with the exception of Cooper and Dyson. Jay Brown was out there, Webb was out there, so it changed quite a bit from week to week. But I hope that those guys that I mentioned will be very effective and impressive. Just like Colby Holmes made a statement last night.
That's what I was going to ask you about. Compared to last year, a lot of things from the bullpen were more unsettled at this point in the year. I mean, do you still have the confidence that in a month from now it could be a completely kind of settled issue in a lot of different ways?
I don't know. I like our bullpen, what we've been able to do so far with Munson getting a little bit more experience now. We have Harper down there, Mata and Taylor. We had Price down there. That seems to be a little more settled at this point. However, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. If our starting pitching is not as good as we want it to be, then Matt Price will be out there. I mean, he's one of our best guys, and it's nice to have him in the bullpen, but if he's not pitching crucial innings, he needs to be pitching in a different role. So that'll be evaluated as we go.
Ray, Georgia struggled last year, and then to start this year, they seem to be struggling again. They kind of bounced back in Dodgertown last week. I mean, what are you expecting from them coming in?
They're very good. They've got outstanding talent. Coach Perno and I, we talk quite a bit. We evaluate each other's teams and what's going on around the country in college baseball. We talk quite a bit. I actually chatted with him today. And he played a tough schedule early, a really tough schedule. He opened up on the road at Stetson, Baylor, Florida State, the West Coast swing. They've been banged up a little bit. They're a little more healthy right now, but they've kind of settled in on the mound. They got Alex Wood out front. Palzone's pitched really well for them. Alex Wood was dominating last week against UCLA and Garrett Cole. I think he had 11 or 12 strikeouts in that game. Palzone has settled in. Gullickson looks like their starter on Sunday. Farmer at short. Levi Himes is swinging the bat well at second. Chase Davidson is guys started to figure in for them. Zach Cohn could be a first or second round draft pick, center fielder. They've got some ingredients. They got some really good players, and their record's not quite as good as ours, but that doesn't mean anything to me because they played a really, really tough schedule, and they're very, very talented.
Coach, Travis Haney's got a new book coming out. Have you had an opportunity to read it or speak with him?
I look forward to that. I have not had a chance yet to peruse that book, but I'm looking forward to it.
I didn't put him up for that.
Yeah, you did. Just let them a file.
Conversation.
Ray, with the Georgia situation with Jonathan Taylor, is it, have you ever seen that kind of thing happen in your whole career, much less to a team twice in 2 years when they've had some kind of horrific injury like that?
No, I haven't. I as I said earlier, I talked to Coach Perno quite a bit, and we've talked probably more since Cohn and Taylor ran together, and discussed it. I try to keep up with it and find out exactly what's going on, and he shares with me as much as he can. We're certainly hoping and praying for the best, and although that we all start SEC play and it's a baseball weekend, that hasn't been lost with us or our players. They all know the circumstance, and we wish Jonathan nothing but the best and hope he can get some great news in the coming weeks, and things will be good for him again. But to have two guys from the same program kind of undergo similar injuries, at least at this point, it certainly hasn't been defined that way officially, but we wish he was playing. There's no doubt about that. We wish JT was in the lineup.
Anything else for Coach?
Would you like an attorney, Coach?
All right, let's see. The president picked Kansas. I'm going to support the president's choice. He spent a lot more time on it than I have.
Thank you all. We'll do players down by.